Hello, Captains, and welcome to another exciting episode in Futures Proof called Time and Tide.
We have been contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of time travel. However, it's important we don't know too much about the future, so we have decided to designate one representative to learn what we need to know. Given your record, you were the logical choice. You are to rendezvous with the USS Postok. Her captain will give you a more thorough briefing upon arrival.
Very well, Admiral.
Please report to the USS Postok.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
As a temporal agent, I know that all too well. Today you'll be going to the signing of the Temporal Accords. It is an honor you've earned as an agent. I think it's important that you see it for yourself, what the work of the Alliance has led to, and how important it is to future civilizations. Thank you, it is an honor.
Are you ready to visit the future?
Take me to the future.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
Acknowledged.
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait. I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait, what year did you come from?
2410?
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Very well.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Indeed, thank you.
The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful biased accords.
Why?
The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven.
I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past has to do with today's events.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So you would change the past despite the risks? You could undo your own existence.
My existence? My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain. The life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus of my people. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same, were our places reversed.
I'd resist the temptation. Too much could go wrong to risk it.
Greetings, friend. How may I help you?
Don't you recognize me?
Pretty certain we haven't met until just now. Not yet, at least. I just graduated from the Academy as a temporal agent. That being said, it's quite possible that we will meet in the future. Well, my future. Tell you what, I'll try to act surprised when it happens.
Why are you here?
Same reason as you, I'll imagine. To witness the signing of the Temporal Accords. Usually, temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event. But the three of us were given special dispensation to come and view the Accords personally. Perks for graduating at the top of the class, I suppose.
That's all for now.
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble master of ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say? So exciting! This ceremony is about to begin, so you should find your seat. But I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am honored by the Founders and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
Time travel, a weapon even the Founders fear. Interesting.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is.
I cover the power funnel. Every conspiracy that lies behind that person, rather than the memory of the past, the history of the future.
I'm sure your support of the Accords is appreciated.
While the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
You make a good point.
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel for any reason. We will continue to lobby for change aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
It must be your friendly nature that got you selected as an ambassador.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Indeed, we'll be seeing history in the making today.
The Sindhi are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
A worthy goal.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our home world in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I suspect your protest will fall on deaf ears today.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Your uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing what your work and sacrifice has wrought.
Thank you for the honor.
These accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Hopefully in a way that prevents such activities.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our home world. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right? Oh, good. Woo. And just my luck to cause a paradox here, today. Can you imagine?
That would be a little awkward, yes.
I am reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
An interesting perspective.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
As am I. It's quite an honor.
We Kabali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
Indeed.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation. Wait, there is some kind of
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the temporal accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety. The Krenim are taking the delegates hostage.
Everyone stay where you are. And meanwhile, they don't focus on me.
The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security, but it looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Acknowledged.
Watch out! More Krenim beaming in! More Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
offices. Please, anyone, help!
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
I shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
You're welcome.
You saved my world. And now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
The feeling's mutual, Ambassador. Stay safe.
It was a good day to die for the Krenim.
Well said, Ambassador. Kapla.
My life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
You're welcome.
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed and there was no mention of an attack.
We should return to our ship to see if we can help with defense efforts. Energize.
Those look like Krenim ships.
They're attacking in force. We gotta stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further. Acknowledge.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships fire at will. Leave no... I recognize that ship. Not this. This will not prevail. This is of failure.
Yeah, good luck.
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Understood, Helm. Set an intercept course.
Briefing on your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anorak's timeship project, if memory serves.
Yes, he helped us against the Iconians.
I thought as much. Something must have disturbed the timeline. I'm afraid you will need to return to your own time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I can't interact with anybody from your time. I'll open the portal when you're ready. Are you ready now?
We're ready, Captain. Engage.
Welcome back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I have some questions about Noi.
Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him. If you would like to accompany me.
Lead on, Supervisor.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy.
What are you working on?
Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you, but I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I've more important matters to attend to. Good day.
We're not done, Noi, and watch your tone.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
We have reason to believe he may be plotting treason. It would be possible to see what he was working on.
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call up his files.
Thank you, Supervisor.
He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamps.
I see you found my farewell gift, Tralla. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Not a problem, Noi.
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Maybe there's a clue in his personal logs.
There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Tralla 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Thank you, Supervisor.
Please input your selection.
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... what is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night, but he was so stressed out. I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion.
Please input.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow. I shall not rest until I have restored my family. or avenged their deaths, time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance.
Please input.
Personal log, supplemental. At last, I have found them, the Tutarians. Or rather, what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful. So powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods. And yet, they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from Durance Vile. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Clouda.
Complete. Download complete.
Interesting.
What the? We're under attack!
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
Beam me up.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
It'll be your last if you're not careful. Stand down.
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments, but for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time, to end you.
This doesn't have to happen, Noi.
Oh, but it does, believe me. You took them. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first. It's time for you to die.
I don't think so. You're a scientist, not a starship captain. Give it up. Now.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
Acknowledge, Postok.
Noi has learned some new tricks. This definitely isn't the same Anorax we left a few minutes ago.
Emily, we've pulled into the time stream with Anorax. We can't let her escape. Target her engineering sexton and disable the main drive.
I thought we'd lost you. What happened to Noi?
He disrupted our warp field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anarax is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
My science officer tells me that Noi's ship is using sphere builder tech. Looks like they're back with a vengeance. We have a lot of work to do. Let's take one step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century when you're ready. I'm ready.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anarax, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
I agree, Admiral, and thank you. Thank you, Captains, for watching, and we'll see you again soon.